Hello and welcome to our coverage of the 2014 Aviva All-Ireland Schools and Universities Cross-Country Championships from here at Cork IT. 6 weeks of preparation and competition have gone into working towards today's ultimate goal. Almost 1,000 athletes are fighting it out against each other as well as the conditions. This is where international greatness can begin. So let's see just who's got the will and the skill to win.
The senior girls race over 2,500 metres, 2.5 kilometres, a very big field of 105 athletes here. And that includes wearing number 19, the defending champion, Siofra Cleirigh-Buttner of Coscoran of Dublin. A great champion, the defending champion. And she's looking to bow out in her 6th year competing at schools level with her 6th title, and that, Dick Cooper, would be amazing history, and she's out in front already.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. Siofra is really chasing history today, chasing that 6th title in a row. From the time she arrived in Coscoran as a 12-year-old, she's been a winner, and today would be the icing on the cake for her and that bit of history that it would be very, very hard for anybody else to repeat. But cross-country running, first and foremost, is all about team running. Any coach will tell you that. Win the team title, and then any individual victories, medals after that are a bonus. Coscoran, Siofra School, are the defending champions. In fact, they've won it for the last 3 years in a row, this particular team title. So they're looking for 4th today. There's some very strong other teams in it. Loreto, Kilkenny, Loreto, Clonmel. And the dark horse here would be Ursuline Thurles, I would think. So let's see how the race unfolds. No doubt about it, Siofra's put her stamp on it early on.
Well, she's leading very strongly already, ahead of her club colleague, her school colleague from Coscoran, Sarah Walwiller, who we saw so successfully competing on the track on the same day that Cleirigh-Buttner won dual titles again, the 800 and the 1500 at the schools track and field last year. It's a fantastic record. She's gone through the years, minor, junior, intermediate, senior champion last year, as she was on the track on the double in Tullamore last summer. And now she's looking for a 6-timer, and she's already a nice distance in front, ahead of Sarah Walwiller, and also Niamh Cotter of Closh of Bantry just behind. And I say just, it's around 50 metres already.
Yeah, the interesting thing about the senior girls race is that it's only over 2,500 metres, which is actually shorter than the intermediate race and the equidistance with the junior girls race. And the reason behind that is that as the girls get older and there's more demands on their time, the Irish Schools Association reckon that it's not good to have them running too long when they're in leaving cert cycle. So it tends to be shorter. Now this shorter distance, given the nature of Siofra's training and her specialising in 800 metre running at the moment, would be very helpful to her.
Sarah Walwiller in 2nd place and just coming through wearing singlet number 80. Deirdre Healy of Institute of Education in Dublin. Also making her way through now is Linda Conroy of Mercy Kilbeggan, wearing 90, the aforementioned Niamh Cotter. 82 is Isabel Dolan of Rathdown School in Dublin. 35 moving through was Cleena Murphy of St Dominic's Cabra. And apart from the latter, most of these athletes are competing on their own, and way out in front on her own today, Siofra Cleirigh-Buttner is going to win a fantastic, emphatic victory, 6 in a row, and a history for Siofra Cleirigh-Buttner. A great victory, 10 minutes 34 seconds. And Sarah Walwiller, her teammate from Coscoran, is in 2nd place, 9 seconds down.
Looks like Deirdre Healy coming through in 3rd place. So that's 3 DSD athletes in the first 3 places. Another interesting girl coming down the straight there is Eva Richardson, the daughter of Noel Richardson and Niamh Murphy, very fine runners themselves back in the 80s and 90s.
So these the leading 6 in the end, and Siofra Cleirigh-Buttner takes victory again.
I'm over the moon. I've wanted this for a long time, and once I got to about 4 titles, I knew I could go the whole way. So it's just been on my mind for the last 2 years maybe.
You had Sarah there pushing you all the way though.
Yeah, Sarah. I trained with Sarah. She's in my club. She's in my class in school. So I never get away from her. So we're probably sick of each other at this stage. But she's a great athlete, and she's really benefiting. We're all benefiting from each other in our group, and she's definitely one to watch out for.
2,500 metres in this race. What is your favourite distance?
This really suited me. Like, obviously I'm a big track lover, so middle distance on the track, 800, 1500, that's what I'm suited for. But considering this was so short, it suited me much better, and that gave me more confidence. And I could actually, because it's a flat course as well, I could just get a bit of speed on the flat bits and then just hold on for the muddier bits.
Obviously 6 in a row here. What are you looking at in the future as far as track or out in the cross-country course goes?
Yeah, this is only a start really for me. Like, I'm just started a good road hopefully, and this year I hope to go to the World Juniors in this summer and run the 15 or the 8, hopefully the 15, and I've got my leaving cert this year as well, so I have to focus on that as well. But just in the future I just really want to make major championships and try and medal with the best in the world.
Individuals, please.
The intermediate girls race is actually longer than the senior girls at 3.5 kilometres, 3,500 metres. And the defending champion in this is Clodagh O'Reilly of Loreto College Cavan. Watch out for her. She's wearing 103. So O'Reilly defending her title, but it's again a very strong field, and this is the competition which the 2 previous years, 2012 and 2011, were both won, of course, by Siofra Cleirigh-Buttner.
Big field here. Just to explain, three schools qualify from each province and 6 individuals who wouldn't be on those 3 school teams that have qualified. So it makes up a field of about 100 in total. So to qualify for the All-Ireland schools in itself, either on a team or as an individual, is a major achievement in these young athletes' lives. So this is a huge day for them, the All-Ireland Schools Cross-Country. Here's the intermediate race.
Well, we're seeing Clodagh O'Reilly, the defending champion from last year, already up at the front, and among the other individual athletes who've come through, watch out for the likes of Zoe Carruthers of Friends School in Lisburn. We've seen her in the track championships last year, but it's being led out by Clodagh O'Reilly in the red singlet at the moment. Alongside her, wearing 21 from Skerries Community College, is Rona Pearce. But they're all tightly bunched at the moment. 81 is Niamh Corey of Malahide. 25, Emma O'Brien of Dominican College in Wicklow. All nicely bunched through this course going through Cork Institute of Technology, and the bridge here is one of the features of the course.
Yeah, Skerries would have a serious design on the team title here. They have Isabel Caron, who won the 3,000 metres on the track last summer, as well as Rona Pearce up front. So they have a very strong team, and that's been a very good club team right through the age group. So they're serious contenders here today.
2 contenders out of the front at the moment. Clodagh O'Reilly, Loreto College Cavan, grappling to defend her title at these Aviva Irish Schools Championships with Rona Pearce of Skerries Community College. And there are other back markers close by, but as they go up, one of the main features of the course, this is a hill which is behind the finish line. They've moved the finish line today, by the way, into the main Cork IT Stadium. There was due to be some action there over the weekend, but it has been made available as part of the cross-country circuit. Clodagh O'Reilly, can she win gold again here? Well, she's moving across, but she's having to fight back against Rona Pearce, who's just moved slightly ahead of her by 20 metres or so, but that gap being pulled back as they come in towards the bridge section of the course again.
Yeah, this is a really good race. Clodagh is trying to defend her title, and she's defending it with great dignity, but Rona Pearce is really putting it up to her now. There's a hilly section after this bridge which will probably sort out the race. Rona is pushing on now as best she can.
Alana Bates has moved up well, just going through shot of Loretta Mullingar, Nima Fitzpatrick of Our Lady's Temple Oak there as well, but it's a good breakaway this, led by Rona Pearce as she comes into the stadium at Cork IT all on her own, and it's a strong lead of around 10 seconds over Clodagh O'Reilly. And this will be a Skerries victory. There'll be 2 Skerries athletes in the top 10. Isabel Caron's coming through well also, but Rona Pearce will get the victory, and Clodagh O'Reilly has been dethroned. 14 minutes 4 seconds the winning time. O'Reilly coming through in second place.
And the wonderful thing is that back in 31st is another Skerries girl in 31st place, Sarah Byrne, and that should be enough for them to win the team title. A great day for the North County of Dublin.
Fiona Everard in second place of Maria Immaculata Dunmanway, Emma O'Brien, Dominican College, Wicklow in fourth. They are 3 individual medalists. Skerries win the team title. Dominican Wicklow take the team silver, and Rathmore take the team bronze.
Rona, it's been some year. Leinster champion, now All-Ireland champion.
Yeah, I didn't expect it. Yeah, the North Leinsters were in they changed to Mullingar this year, and I won there, and then I won the Leinsters too, so it was surprising to me. I didn't expect it at all. Yeah, it was a good year.
And how'd you find today's race? Clodagh, obviously defending champion, but you came away in the last half of the race.
Yeah, I felt good, and I just kept going and kept plugging away, and felt good in the last 500 metres, so I just kept going.
Was there any plan in particular?
No, I just said I'd run how I feel, and I just go out with the leading group and see what happens, and it just worked for me today. I was lucky.
Well, here's how the junior race played out. 119, Caoimhe Harrington of Cloish of Bantry. 86, Jodie McCann, Rathdown School, Dublin. Nicola Duffy of St Peter's, Dunboyne. They're the three who broke away very early on and made the race their own. And the three medals would be ultimately decided between these three runaway leaders.
This was actually a great race. Caoimhe and Jodie just slightly breaking away from Nicola now, but there's nothing between them now as they come down into the dip. They'll be approaching the bridge where all the action seems to be taking place today.
Go on, push on.
The other thing is Loreto Coleraine are the outstanding team in this. They look like they're going to have a runaway victory. Their points total is very low, so there's a title going north anyway.
But the main title is going to Bantry. Caoimhe Harrington making her way through in the closing straight, ahead of Jodie McCann of Rathdown Glenageary. And behind those two, Nicola Duffy of St Peter's, Dunboyne. But Bantry gold for Caoimhe Harrington, a very good success. She comes through in 10 minutes 44 seconds. McCann second, 3 seconds back. And Nicola Duffy will come home in third. Abigail McGroom of Loreto College Coleraine finishing fourth, and Laura Ward of Presentation Carlow in fifth as Loreto College Coleraine take the team honours. And this was glory in the minor girls race, the first race of the day. That going to Sarah Healy of Holy Child Killiney. It was a 2,000 metres race ahead of Olivia Nelson of Strathern School Belfast in second, and Tamsin Muldowney of St Mary's Middleton in third. So the senior boys race at the Aviva Irish Schools and University Championships from Cork IT. This over 6.5 kilometres, 6,500 metres. Some very strong athletes in this. The champion last year was Sean Tobin from High School Clonmel, who went on to do the double on the track. 800 and 1,500 metres. Huge field in this, 135 athletes. They'll try and whittle themselves down, but some big names in this. Two from St Mary's Drogheda, Aaron Hanlon and Andrew Coscoran. We've seen a lot of them both on the track and in the cross-country field. Kyle Larkin of Ardscoil Reach also. 105 is Hanlon, 116 is Larkin, 106 is Coscoran. All very tightly bunched. And Con Doherty wearing one of Rice College Westport going through. 117, Darren Dunn of St Joseph's Nina. But we're looking forward to a very good race here, Dick.
Oh, we're going to get a great race both individually and team-wise today. This is one of the classic races. Every school kid who runs cross-country wants to participate in this race and to be part of a winning team. In the old days, this race was dominated by Northmont and St Malachy's. They were the Celtic and Rangers of Irish schools cross-country running. The scene has changed a little bit. Malachy's are here today all right, but not with the same look of strength as before. The team race is very open. St Fintan's won in Leinster. St Brendan's Killarney won in Munster. Rice College from Westport might be somebody to look out for, because a Connacht team has never won the senior team title, and Rice College quietly fancy their chances today. But we're back with a very good individual race, and you can see there two schoolmates, 105 and 106. Andrew Coscoran and Aaron Hanlon are up there in that leading six.
Well, we saw Aaron Hanlon win in Antrim at the Antrim International Cross Country back in January up in Greenmount. It was a good victory for Aaron Hanlon that day. David Harper you saw go through earlier as well, of Rice College Westport. He's wearing number 2. Liam Harris wearing 63 of Douglas Community College Cork, and alongside him from Mercy Mount Hogue Tralee. Excellent track team Conor O'Mahony there too.
Yeah, the Rice boys are packing well, and it's interesting to note that they have two guys well up, Con Doherty and David Harper, so they're going to be right in there in the team. They look to me to be the team that's leading at the moment. A team I remember winning back in 2003 was St. Paul's. Their third man that day was Michael Clohessy. He was in 28th position. Just 2 weeks ago he won the National Senior Cross-Country Championship. So you can see you don't have to be a superstar at school to become a superstar afterwards. The Fintons boys going through there, Dylan Kirwan and Andrew McMorrow. So Fintons there battling hard with Rice College and Northmont for the team title.
So these are the four leaders: Aaron Hanlon, Andrew Coscoran, David Harper, and it looks like Pádraig Moran is up with them as well from Cloisteamh in Mullingar. And now it's the two St Mary's Drogheda clubmates, Aaron Hanlon, Andrew Coscoran, regularly successful at this level, looking right now to maybe be fighting it out for the senior title here. David Harper of Rice College Westport trying to keep up on this hill, but it's Drogheda 1-2 at the moment.
Isn't it funny the way people come around in pairs in sport? Two people arrive at the same time. Here you have two guys going to the same school, competing for one title. They run for different clubs. I'm sure they're schoolmates. I don't know whether they train together much. And here they are battling it out for an Irish Schools Cross-Country title. It does seem strange that they don't have another few lads in the school that they could be competitive in the team race, because if you've got 1 and 2, that's pretty helpful to your scoreline.
Yeah, Kyle Larkin and Pádraig Moran making their way through, but it's always a race of torture for some also. Don't forget, it's quite a distance, going quite a pace. Hanlon and Coscoran are stride for stride at the moment along the mucky fields here down Leeside.
Coscoran is very strong, you can see that, and the muck just may suit him today. He doesn't normally beat Hanlon. Hanlon usually gets the better of him, certainly in club races of late. But here we have, just as I say it, Coscoran has pulled away. The conditions have been to his liking. Aaron Hanlon, like he was last week in the interclubs, finishing second place. But this is a huge victory for Coscoran, a huge victory for St Mary's Drogheda, a huge day for the school there. Well done, Andrew Coscoran.
And well done, Aaron Hanlon, also in second place. 21.58 the winning time. Hanlon coming through in second. And it's David Harper. Well, he tried to keep up with him for as much as he could. He finishes around 40 seconds down for Rice College in Westport. It could be very, very good news for them, because he is going to be the top scorer in the team competition.
Well, with 1 lap to go, Rice College were narrowly in front of St Fintons, and I think they've improved their position in the last lap, so this could be a major historic day for Rice College from Westport. First Connacht team to win an Irish Schools Cross-Country senior title. Here's another man coming through, Con Doherty, better known as a triathlete. He was an Irish Junior Cross-Country International last December.
So that the leading three, Pádraig Moran and Kyle Larkin, were 4th and 5th, but Coscoran takes the gold, Hanlon the silver, and Rice College Westport win the team honours.
Andrew, 4th last year. I think your expression as you crossed the finish line really told us all what you thought of this one.
Oh yeah, I was absolutely delighted with that. Now I didn't think I'd get it. I thought Aaron was going to pull away, but he started dropping back a bit, and I just made my move, and I was delighted with that.
Aaron being the Leinster champion, do you think the pressure was more on him to perform than yourself, considering he was ill last year as well?
Yeah, I think up on the AA website and a lot of other places there was him to win, and me as his school rival. So I didn't think so, but you know. Yeah, I was delighted with that.
What was your plan throughout the race? How did you intend to attack?
Just sitting behind him and stick to him as long as I could, and then if I could, make my move in the end, make the sprint at the end, a bit of a kick, you know.
And what are your plans for the rest of the year? What are you going to look at doing?
Maybe go for 1500 and 3k. Might be doing 3k steeplechase, and those are my events here.
So this, the intermediate boys race, covering 5 kilometres, 5,000 metres. And the defending champion in this, watch out for him, wearing number 49 from St Flannan's Ennis. It's Kevin Mulcair, but expect a few challengers as well. Pádraig Creevan, the 2012 junior champion, is in this from St Mary's Galway, and he's wearing number 13. Will it be lucky or unlucky for him? Could be very tightly bunched up here, wearing 27 in the white and red. Doyle of St Aidan's Whitehall.
Yeah, there's no doubt Kevin Mulcair brings great form into this race. He's had a fantastic winter, made the Irish Junior Cross-Country team for the European Championships only last Sunday. won the National Interclubs Cross-Country, actually beat Aaron Hanlon, who competes later on in the senior race today. So Kevin will have form and will have confidence, and he brings all of that to the race.
Kevin Mulcair, very easy to make out with the hat, the defending champion from St. Flannan's in Ennis. Bit of movement happening behind him at the moment. Shane Hughes of Close Weir and Mullingar, Barry Keane of St. Declan's, Kilmacthomas looking to beat to the fore, but it's a strong lead that Mulcair is opening up in the defence of his Aviva title. 116 is Fergal Curtin of Middleton CBS. Behind him, Barry Keane of St. Declan's, Kilmacthomas. Shane Hughes of Close Weir look to be up there as well, but he's doffed the hat now, and we can doff our hats to him. Kevin Mulcair is coming through to win the intermediate title. It'll be 2 in a row for him at the intermediate level. The senior scene awaits. Kevin Mulcair comes through to win, and he's almost a quarter of a minute clear of Shane Hughes. It's a real battle coming here. Hughes trying to lead the way. Wearing 117 is Barry Keane, and Hughes looking to get him on the line and might have just dipped ahead of him. Hughes has been given it ahead of Keane. Peter Lynch 4th, James Edgar 5th, and Christy Conlon 6th. It was a superb race. St. Flannan's Ennis winning the team title ahead of St. Aidan CBS Whitehall in second, 2 points dividing them.
Kevin, it's been quite a week. Aaron Hanlon is the favourite for the men's senior title. You beat him last weekend and you've had a good victory today.
Yeah, I'm really happy with it. I came down here with the kind of added stress of being expected to win, so I had a job to do and I got it done, so I'm happy.
How much does that weigh on your mind when you are expected to win so easily?
Well, I hope I'm not expected to win easily, but yeah, you have to get a job done, so you just kind of put it out of your head, try and get it done.
What was the plan during the race? Was there a plan in where you were going to go out in front?
I was hoping to push out maybe over the first lap, and just try and get away, but it took a while to do it. Lads are holding on strong.
You've got some stiff competition now. You head to England. You're racing over there as well.
Yeah, that's what we've been looking for. Hoping to have a good race here and then go through some hard sessions and compete properly in the SIAB like we don't usually do, but I'll do it this time.
Well, this is the junior boys race over 3,500 metres. This was a race won last year, where we saw him in the intermediate race by Fintan Curtin of Middleton, and they had a team in this, but some strong athletes, including Niall Harvey of Presentation Carlow 109, alongside him Paddy Maher of Dunshaughlin 108.
Yeah, Paddy Maher is a man who brings great pedigree to this race. His father was Tommy Maher, third in the Dublin City Marathon back in the 90s, late 80s, a 2:17 man. And Paddy looks to have the gait of his father, and he certainly has the same ability to split a field because he has a huge lead.
You saw 143 going through there. James Maguire of St. Benildus in Dublin and wearing 1. Aaron Doherty of Rice College Westport looking to score highly here again, but scoring higher than anyone else. Paddy Maher of Dunshaughlin Community College has a lead of around half a minute ahead of James Maguire and Niall Harvey, and this will be a great victory for Dunshaughlin and for the family. James Maguire of St. Benildus in Dublin comes through in second place. 21 seconds down in the end. 12:24 was Paddy Maher's winning time. There's no trouble with Maguire, even though he looks behind just to make sure. And a real race for third place. Niall Harvey of Presentation Carlow will pip Kieran Brolly of Omagh for that.
Good team race there. It looks like early days yet, but Coláiste Weir may have stolen it from Rice College Westport and St. Coleman's in Newry. Very, very tight though. We await the official result on that one.
Well, a quick look at the minor boys. Number 73, Peter Murray, a very early lead for the St. Coleman's Newry athlete, but he would be reeled in very quickly. Instead, the man to watch was Sean Corey of Omagh Christian Brothers. Good race, as it turned out, between him and Darren McElhenney of Coláiste of Bantry. It was these two against the rest in the end, and Sean Corey pulled clear to get a very good victory for Omagh Christian Brothers in this minor boys race. It was over 2,500 metres. 13 seconds he finished ahead of Darren McElhenney of Coláiste Bantry, with Oisin Lyons of Calasanctus Collajourne Moore putting a bit more pace than the silver medalist coming through into third.
Consolation there for the other lads in that St Coleman's Newry won the team title from St Kieran's Kilkenny and Willow Park Dublin. All of those schools well versed in producing young cross-country teams.
International class coming to fore in the varsity races, with the men's race going to John Coughlin of DCU. Ben Thistlewood, who's been in really strong form lately, he was in second place, 20 seconds down for UCC, with John Travers, another international class star of Athlone IT, in third. Maria O'Sullivan, a recent winner at the Antrim Grand Prix, won the women's race for Trinity College, 19 minutes 23 seconds, a 7-second winning margin over Becky Woods of Trinity, with Ellie Hartnett of UCD third. Trinity won the team category ahead of DCU in second and UCC in the bronze.
So the 45th running of the All Ireland Schools and Universities Cross-Country Championship here at Cork IT has come to an end. Some of the favourites won, some didn't. The best part though, the weather held off. Till next time, bye for now.